Dashtilek, welcome to Tibet This Week, weekly news edition of Tibettv on His Holiness the Dalai Lama, Tibet and the Central Tibetan Administration. Let us look at today's headlines. His Holiness the Dalai Lama calls for end to wars. His Holiness the Dalai Lama congratulates Most Reverend Sarah Mullally on her appointment as the Archbishop of Canterbury. Sikyong signs standardized Tibetan national symbols. Sikyong congratulates Nepal's new Prime Minister. Education Kalon, Tharlam Dolma Changra inaugurates Tibetan Language Laboratory. Office of Tibet London vows to strengthen and promote Tibetan language and cultural identity. Weekly Lookout, Year of Compassion. His Holiness the Dalai Lama called for an end to the wars. Endorsing His Holiness Pope Leo's Palm Sunday appeal, His Holiness the Dalai Lama sent a reminder that history has proved multiple times that violence begets more violence and never a lasting foundation for peace. His Holiness re-emphasized love, compassion, tolerance, and self-discipline as the essence of all major religions and prayed for the violence and conflicts to come to an end. His Holiness the Dalai Lama wrote to the Most Reverend Sarah Mullally on her appointment as Archbishop of Canterbury and offered his heartfelt congratulations. His Holiness wrote that this is a time when fundamental human values are being tested and the religious leaders bear special responsibilities to reaffirm these fundamental human values. His Holiness the Dalai Lama also mentioned that the appointment of the first woman Archbishop of Canterbury is a beacon of hope for women in leadership. Sikyong 𝒊𝒃𝒆𝒌 signed standardized Tibetan national symbols this Monday following parliamentary adoption. Sikyong signed on the reserved margin of a color-printed Tibetan national flag and emblem as a dedicatory attestation following the adoption of the rules and regulations for the use of the Tibetan national flag, emblem and national anthem by the 17th Tibetan Parliament in Exile during its recently concluded 11th session. Sikyong addressed the importance of the Tibetan national flag, emblem and anthem in emphasizing Tibet's historical status as an independent nation prior to its forceful annexation by the People's Liberation Army. The standardized version of the Tibetan national flag, emblem and anthem will be promulgated for public use in May 2026. Sikyong 𝒊𝒃𝒆𝒌 of the Central Tibetan Administration congratulated the newly elected Prime Minister of Nepal, Balendra Shah, following his recent swearing-in on 27 March. Sikyong 𝒊𝒃𝒆𝒌 praised his historic achievement as the youngest Prime Minister, serving as a powerful symbol of aspirations of the younger generation of Nepal. Sikyong also highlighted the generations of historical and spiritual bonds between Nepal and Tibet, which were further strengthened by the Tibetan refugees in Nepal. Sikyong also expressed his sincere gratitude to the government and the people of Nepal. At 𝑻𝒊𝒃𝒆�្� School Dharamshala, Kalon Tharlam Dolma Changra, Minister of Department of Education, Central Tibetan Administration, inaugurated the Tibetan Language Laboratory. In her address, Kalon underlined that the united and supportive approach is essential to the successful functioning of any educational institution and that the responsibility of the Tibetans in exile must bear to preserve and promote the Tibetan language, culture and identity. The Tibetan Language Laboratory was made possible by a grant from Utah Tibetan Community Foundation, facilitated by former parliamentarian Pema Chowdhury. Observing the Year of Compassion, the Kullu Manali Local Kudin Organizing Committee held a 3-day photo exhibition along with a talk series on His Holiness's 4 principal commitments and a session on sea learning. The former member of Legislative Assembly Ravi Thakur attended as chief guest and inaugurated the exhibition, praising His Holiness's commitment to non-violence. The Parents' Committee of the London School of Tibetan Language and Culture, under the guidance of Representative Tsiringyanki from Office of Tibet London, has launched a weekly inter-house reward initiative to encourage students to actively speak Tibetan at school. The program reflected the commitment to preserve and strengthen Tibetan language and cultural identity for future generations by strengthening the individual efforts at home, at school, and within the Tibetan community at large. That is all for this edition of Tibet This Week. See you in the next edition. Thank you.